There are a lot of decks out there, but so many cards have been left completely ignored or unexplored. So Team Starlight is here to see the jankiest cards and the jankiest deck ideas out there. This is Jank Tank. What's up, Team Starlight? Join us for your chance to win a CP Book of Moon and BLS trophy on August 9th at Wildcard Cyclone. We have some great sponsors, and our friends Anti-Meta and Pristine Protection are providing additional prizing. Don't miss out. What's up, Team Starlight? Today we are back with another episode of Jank Tank. We got some submissions from our fans in our Discord. Discord link will be in our description down below. Sorry it took us so long to come back with one of these videos. It's just been really busy with a bunch of different events going on. Albert topped an RBET, that was pretty huge. I have a child, so that makes things hard. And everyone's just really busy. But today I'm joined none other by our other teammate, Declan. What's up, Declan?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Super pumped to be back.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. And right off the bat, we got an absolute banger for us. We have this Chaos Endmaster Fairy Summoner of Illusions deck. It looks absolutely janky. If you don't know what Summoner of Illusions does, you contribute a monster after you flip summon it, and one other monster, to special summon a fusion monster from your extra deck, but you destroy it during the end phase of this turn. And that does sound super broken in theory, but you can't summon a lot of the fusion monsters. Like, you can't summon the monsters that must be fusion summoned, so you can't just cheese out Ab-Zero and blow up the whole board, or cheese out like Gaia or something, right? It has to be monsters that don't have that stipulation. And thankfully there's a lot of pretty strong monsters that don't have that stipulation, like Cyber End Dragon, Cyber Twin Dragon, Destiny End Dragoon, Dark Balter the Terrible, and like Gatling Dragon, which Gatling Dragon's crazy. You can end up blowing up all the monsters or yourself because it's mandatory. So like if there's exactly 3 monsters on the field, including Gatling Dragon, like your whole field is cleared. So it's really awkward.
What is this guy in the deck list? The level 5 guy again? What's his name? The
Dark Balter the Terrible?
No, in the main deck.
In the main deck, yeah. So
what's that guy? Oracle,
you get you got Oracle the Sun, which is a monster that can be special summoned, kind of like Cyber Dragon. It does have the added bonus of being a card that can be summoned off Chaos Endmaster. So I feel like this deck's goal is to use Chaos Endmaster to, I don't know, just like make synchros to stall until you get your Summoner of Illusion play. I'm not exactly sure what this deck is. It just seems like a good card deck, and you just want to summon. You just want as many summonable, like special summonable cards, like more bodies, so that you can tribute off with Summoner of Illusions. I don't know if this is how I would personally approach a Summoner of Illusions type of deck. I feel like I would work around tokens more, but I'm excited to see what this deck has to offer.
I guess Krebons can stall, like, if you set the Summoner of Illusions and they attack. I mean, obviously, it only protects himself, though, so we'll have to see if it works. Obviously, the book cards are there, so you can book down your own fusion monster so that it doesn't die in the end phase.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, that's how I think he's approaching it. Whether or not that is how the ruling works, I have no idea.
Well, guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why he has Book of Eclipse too, right? Like, it has to be that's how it's ruled. Or it's just another way to get Summer Illusions to be set and flipped up again. That could also be the logic behind it. Either way, I can't wait to see. I hope any of these fusions get summoned. Anything but Chimera deck actually gets summoned. So shout out Akope for this deck list. Let's check it out.
So we won the die roll. Nice.
Yeah, and we immediately just set a Shining Angel in a bottomless trap hole. Our opponent mind controls, thinking it's a Raikou, ends up not being that valuable unless they have a tuner, and they do have a tuner. That sucks.
Damn, and it's Diva
but I think this bottomless is
too.
gonna get a little bit of value here. I think I would bottomless the Flamvell, yeah, because you have your own mind control, so you could potentially steal this Diva for later, or just run it over.
Let's see. You're just gonna set the Raikou? No, you're gonna steal that.
Ooh, Dark Bribe comes out. I mean, Dark Bribe is kind of like a nice trade there, because now you can just probably run over this Diva unless they got a B prison. Yeah, Book of Moon comes out. Book of Moon, great card in fairies.
Yeah, it has good synergies with the recruiters.
Do they have a Caius here or something? Goblin Zombie, that's actually crazy. Oh man, gonna be able to search a Mizuki here. I think I would just compulse before they even attempt to use. You can't use Prio. I was gonna say, yeah, Prio's not allowed because the Goblin Zombie is mandatory to search. But I think he wants him. Yeah, he wants him to like bait out like an effect. I think. Yeah,
Wow.
Oh no, you're not gonna chain it?
What? Okay, I mean, if he's just gonna
Oh,
attack, we're fine with this.
that's weird. That's wild. The bottomless does not work. This is damage step.
Oh no.
Oh man, yeah, this is
Not the judge call.
yeah,
Not the judge call.
this is a very basic ruling, but it's okay. You know, everyone has like the different state of learning. It all good. It happens. It happens.
Well, now we know that that's a bottomless trap hole, so we can just get
Yeah.
over this Brionic with the Chaos Endmaster and get that plus.
Oh, yeah. The honest plus chaos endmaster combo is so good. A chaos endmaster is one of those cards I feel like more people would cook with if it wasn't like $30. It has
And
like
if it
no
wasn't
reprints.
1500 attack, it's like, please, why can't it just be 1600?
Yeah, it's just the most deck devable card of all time. Like now we have a Stardust, Raikou. So far we're not seeing any Summoner of Illusions, but you know what? Just seeing Chaos Endmaster function in Edison format is always a great thing. Raikou comes out. I think you just hit the tomato here.
Yep.
Doesn't see a downside. Summons Goblin Zombie for defense at this point.
Oof, that does not feel good.
Yeah, and the Chaos Endmaster doesn't have. Yeah, if it destroys a monster by battle, right? You're just giving it more fuel. Bottomless comes out. Stardust can just negate that.
Yep. We're gonna get another plus here. Summon out
That
another
is crazy.
Oracle.
It's just like a worse Flammable Fire Dog. I think that's the issue. Like that, but at least it can set up your grave with lights. So maybe if you're running like a more like light-centric focused deck, it can be pretty cool. But now we got a Colossal Fighter, Stardust Dragon, 2 whole back rows, both of them being compulsed. I mean, that's, I don't know about you, that feels like pretty hard to beat.
Yep, probably just gonna compulse this, go for game, I imagine.
And we have the Rhoda.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to the next game. Hopefully we
Come
see
on.
Summoner Illusions come out in the second or maybe a third game. We'll see what happens. There it is. Oh, I'm so hyped.
There it is, the combo. The alleged combo.
Here comes Summoner Illusions. Sets it, and just passes.
He is
Here
gonna need
comes-
to be able to defend it here,
Yeah.
right, with the book.
So the Book of Moon's 4. Oh, we got the MST2. That's actually crazy. Oh, that would have been crazy. That would have been so bad.
Huge.
I think you can just first summon Chaos Endmaster, run over the Mizuki, get the effect, and then you can use its effect to special summon Destiny and Dragoon.
Okay.
Wait, hold up, pause. No, he's using the effect to destroy an opponent's monster he controls. However, you can't do this because if you use this effect, you can't conduct your battle phase this turn. So, gotta read your full card's effect. It's a good effect, but you can't be doing that.
Wait, he said I can't. So he.
Oh, okay,
so
cool. He knows.
Realized,
He knows.
yeah. And so he's gonna book up Eclipse,
Ooh.
and then he's gonna give his opponent a draw because the Goblin Zombie gets flipped straight up, but he still has this big booty Destiny and Dragoon in defense mode.
So yeah, people in the comment section, let me know if is that how Summoner of Illusion works? Like, does it not recognize? It doesn't recognize itself being destroyed because of that? Like, that's kind of cool if that's the case.
Oh man, but it's just gonna get absolutely bamboozled
Yeah.
here by this Caius. This feels terrible. Now he can just attack over the Summoner of Illusions, and we won't even be able to make use of. Oh, he's gonna leave it up.
Yeah, I mean that's
Questionable
just
play.
a mega. Yeah, that's a questionable play for sure because you definitely just tribute whatever you want. Cyber Twin comes out, gonna swing for a ton of damage here. Oh, and the Honest comes
Oh
out.
my
Oh
God. Is this
my
game?
god, that is game. That is actually game.
You cannot use that.
Yeah, that is
opponent.
that's not a quick play, dog.
Looks
That's
like
not a
we
quick
have
play,
a
dog.
potential new Edison player here. So what is the Cyber Twin at? It's at
It's at 40. It's at 5,200.
yeah, it's just game.
Yeah,
It's game.
it's game. Yeah. Oh my lord, Cyber Twin for the win. Summoner of Illusions, a very interesting card and a card that maybe Declan and I will cook with in the future. We do love cooking with a lot of jank like this, and this, you know, the ability to summon out big bunguses is always our favorite thing, right, Declan?
Yeah, I
So-
mean, if the book interaction is how it works, I feel like that's a really good card that can both reuse your summoner and set down the monsters. But there's some of this stuff is cooking too close to the sun, as we say, with the Chaos Endmaster. I don't know if, like you said, tokens maybe seem like a better route to be going to like get the free summoner tributes.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm looking along the lines of like, not only am I gonna use like what's it called, Fires of Doomsday tokens but I'm also gonna have Jinzos.
Mm,
So like I tribute summon one of the tokens with the Jinzo. Like imagine I'm running like Threatening Roars, so like I guarantee this Summon Illusions like lives. If I have Threatening Roar and Fires of Doomsday with the Summon Illusions and a Jinzo in hand, that's like OTK right there, right? Obviously it's a lot of
right.
crazy things to have, but like I feel like if you optimize the deck, there is a way to like really just randomly win, right? Like it's like put
Yeah.
some limit reverses in there, put some crazy stuff. Who knows? There's a lot of spice. I'm always excited when people highlight cards I haven't seen in a long time, like Summer of Illusions. So Dumb Junk sent us this empty jar deck. Empty jar, you know, the goal is to make your opponent completely deck out. That's the win condition. Reusing, recycling, reduce, reuse, recycling, morphing jar over and over and over again until your opponent completely decks out. Running a bunch of cards like Book of Taiyu, Book of Eclipses, Book of Moons, just to keep setting and flipping morphing jar as much as possible. This deck has a lot of potential. I've actually seen that one version of an empty jar deck did end up topping some European locals. I keep up with like Edison Italia because it's just fun to see like decks out there.
They cook over
Um,
there for sure.
they do. They be cooking in Europe. Like it's different. The spice is different out there. So yeah, I mean, empty jar is pretty straightforward. I don't see anything
Their
necessarily too
transmigration
crazy.
is weird, but like it makes some sense. Put the morphing jar back in your deck. Otherwise, I don't
Yeah.
really know exactly what it's for. Like it can be good into the meta to like stop by you from just getting on you fast. But yeah, interesting to see this deck in Edison. I feel like we never really see it. I just know it's in Goat and it's super toxic and pretty decent in Goat. But in Edison, let's see if it can cook.
Yeah, usually you're using like needlebug nest, not needlebug nest, needleworm, or like other like flip cards that also force your opponent to deck out. But having just one win condition being your morphing jar, like what if it gets Caius? What if it gets like you have to win in a turn essentially because it feels like if you lose the morphing jar, it's like pretty much over. I know
Maybe
that's the
that's why
goal of
he's
like Feathers of
citing
Doomsday, oh, Feather of the Phoenix. I
DDR.
mean, oh yeah, that you know what that makes sense. Yeah,
Like,
because they might be
why
DD
is
crowing.
DDR?
Because they probably DD crowed the morphing jar, honestly. Like this is exactly why. Okay,
That's so funny.
let's check it out. Let's check it out. Here's this crazy replay. Foolish Barrow comes out. Dandelion. Oh man, Dandelion plus tokens. This is actually great. He's deck thinning. Like the decks that deck thin are the decks that get the most mega uber punished by a deck like this. You got Heavy Storm. Heavy Storm is gonna be crazy here. Solemn Judgment. That's good. You're not gonna be able to solemn the morphing jar, so that's nice. Not worried about a thing. Morphing jar comes out.
Cooking.
We're drawing some cards. We have not drawn the ability. Do we have the ability to get it back? Transmigration Prophecy.
Transmigration
So
is
hey, it came up
crazy.
already. Already at 25 cards in the opponent's deck. Transmigration Prophecy, bringing Heavy Storm and Morphing Jar back. That's so sick. Super based.
It
Love
also
it.
makes
Love
it
to
so
see
that you don't deck out. It's like another application I could see.
That's a good point. Here comes a Dandelion. You just don't be deck thinning. This is like once you see
Oh
Morphing
no.
Jar and it's like a clearly like an MG Jar type deck, you should not be trying to deck thin here.
And he's board locked himself. I don't know if he runs
Yeah.
Caius's or tributes, but we'll see.
This looks like that plant deck that topped the other day at RBET.
Yeah. Plant beat. Or Blance by Brett. So
Yeah,
we're gonna get
Blance, that's what
this.
kids call it.
I think they are calling it that. So we're gonna get the giant rat floating into another giant rat, and then grabbing.
Morphing Jar, baby.
Of course, dude. Wow. So it really did come into play. The transmigration. We go end phase, set a back row, totally legal.
I think it's because like he didn't summon the Morphing Jar, like so he's like, oh wait, now that I know you're summoning this card, I'm
Yeah.
gonna set a card. Like it's all about knowledge. We're gonna upstart first, makes sense. I mean, we might deck out ourselves if we don't like optimize like the way we're doing things. Here comes Feather the Phoenix. That's the card that top decks the card that we want. So we're gonna top deck the Book of Moon. Makes total sense. I assume we're just gonna set the Book of Taiyu's. Oh, I don't even think we need to upstart, but okay. Oh, because you can Book of Taiyu. Wait, no, he's board locking.
What?
Oh, and then you should chain. No, he chained in and chained both.
chain it, right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so I guess he's running the numbers in his head. He doesn't need this Book of Taiyu. I would have thought you would want to set that.
But Titano could negate this Book of Moon. So Yeah, I
Oh,
would just negate that easily.
interesting. Okay.
But we got the card destruction. It's gonna deck them out even further. If we have the Book of Eclipse here, we can make them really deck out.
Oh yeah, Book of Eclipse not targeting is actually insane. It's what made it like good in modern in a format not too long ago.
We got the Threatening Roar. He's super board locked, so now this card destruction is about to go crazy.
Oh no, dude, the plant player just doesn't get that these botanical lions are not doing him any good.
And he keeps deck thinning, dude. You gotta
I
stop deck
know.
thinning. Gold Star,
Okay.
smart. I mean, you're deck thinning yourself. This is like such a strange, like you're gonna run. You're running out of deck, dude. This is
Whoa.
you have less deck than your opponent here, right?
Yeah, after you resolve this, I guess the goal is that he will get them both down to 0 cards in deck at the same
this
time.
True Nate is crazy.
Wow. Is this card D like enough? This is definitely gonna put his opponent lower than him.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit. See how this goes. Oh my god, how many is he drawing?
I don't even know how many that is.
It's not 5, dog. It's not 5. It was
It's not
it was
5.
enough.
No,
Oh my
nah,
God.
you draw way more.
Hello?
We are back?
We're back.
I'm him
We're
talking.
back. Okay, sorry about that. A little bit of a editing glitch there. Anyway, we get the morphing jar out now. We got the True Nade. The True Nade might be enough, right? As long as we have the ability to set this morphing jar, we can do something. We don't though. Oof.
Oh my god. This is looking cooked, bro. This is game 3.
This is game 2. This is game 2. We won
No, I
game
meant
1,
this-
remember? Oh, I was
I
saying
was
it was
being
yeah,
like,
yeah.
this is
No, I
game 3
I
vibes
understood.
written all over it.
I understood. Yeah. Because now we can feather a phoenix, put morphing jar on top, upstart goblin the morphing jar, set the morphing jar, activate Book of Taiyu, and now we get the train going. Let's see if we can pull off the OTK. Can we
Wow.
do it? We have Book of Eclipse.
I do not know the combos at all. I'm just like
We're gonna
watching
Magical
see what
Stone.
happens.
Makes sense. Magical Stone pitching the traps for the upstart, so we can feather a phoenix, top deck our Book of Taiyu. We're gonna Book of Eclipse, upstart for the Book of Taiyu. Activate Book of Taiyu. That's 2 morphing jars successfully done.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god,
card
we have
destruction.
and we have the Magical Stone for the Book of Moon, so we can just Magical Stone. Well, first we card destruction, I think, right? Yeah, we definitely card destruction first. Yeah, we're just gonna make them draw 5 more. Now we Magical Stone activation for the Book of Eclipse. Oh my god, this is so good. This is it. It's happening, bro. Oh my god.
Wait.
That is is going crazy, dude.
Okay, so 5 more, so he'll be at 11 cards left in deck.
And we have the Book of Moon. Oh, we got the Feather for Phoenix.
Oh, that's huge. But yeah, we
And
can't
they're both gonna flip, they'll
actually
draw 2.
Okay.
So they have 8 cards left. He's gonna mill.
Why though? Do you have to?
Sorry about that. Man, so many technical difficulties, but it doesn't matter. We got the Morphing Jar plays coming in. But they got the huge bot lines. They're not even gonna swing. No, they shouldn't even swing, dude. What are you doing? This is the
Oh
win
my
condition.
God.
Why would you do that?
Why would he send with Gravity Rose? It's kind of just like.
There's so many incorrect choices here. You do. I mean, I guess he thinks I could
Well,
just
this
win.
is game if he doesn't have an out.
Yeah, but
we
he's got the
do have
books.
the book.
And we have the threatening where we just have to stall 2 more turns. We have to double reckless. Book of Eclipse is enough, dude. It's gonna make him
Yeah.
draw 2.
Draw 2. And then we have Threatening Roar.
Yeah.
It's just game. Book of
Yeah,
Eclipse.
they both flip up and it's GG's.
Wow,
Oh my-
that was looking so cooked, and he brought
Yeah.
it back. That was actually crazy.
I mean, honestly, the skill drain was like should have been enough, but obviously, like, you know, it just became like a lot more difficult. I think they shouldn't have even attacked the second giant rat. Not until they had a more secure position.
Mhm.
To like, and I don't think they needed to even activate skill drain yet. Like, you could have just flipped skill drain up on like the morphing jar flipped, because there's a pretty good chance he didn't just open morphing jar, right? If you open morphing jar, he's just goaded. But like, there's a lot of ways you could play that differently. But Empty Jar is just a scary, scary deck. That's why you have to run DD Crow, because they're just constantly recycling this beast of a card. But yeah, seeing that in action was crazy. I mean, the build is always the same. It's like Book of Eclipse, Book of Moon, Book of Taiyu, Feather of Phoenix. Like, it's always those cards. It's just about the other techs, and this guy techs the Reckless Greeds, and the Legacies.
Yeah, like you
Which
said, got rid of the Needlebug worm that we normally see. So pretty cool.
yeah,
Pretty
he
cool
almost
just
decked out
revolving
himself,
it.
dude. He only had 4 cards left. Like, it's always like to the wire with this deck. Okay, so this final list is based off of Benevolence YGO's local topping list on that was featured on Echo YGO's channel. It is Dark Gaia World. The idea being that the Dark World cards are the fiends necessary to fuel Dark Gaia, and then the rest of your cards are like rocks or other strong fiends. And then this deck allows for you to run Dark World dealings to just kind of deck them faster with Browse or summon out Silva, and Dark World lightnings to potentially pop a strong back row like Torrential, Bottomless. The big important ruling is that if the set card is chainable, like if it's a continuous trap, or it's like Compulse or Dust Shoot or Regeki Breaks, whatever, then you don't discard the card, because discarding is not a cost. It only happens if the card is still set when it destroys it, or when it
Wow.
attempts to destroy it.
I
So
did not know that.
it's important because like it actually sucks more than like 99% of the time, because 99% of the time I'm activating Dark World Lightning is because I want the card to be discarded so I can get the draw or get the summon. But sometimes like it's kind of cool when you like don't have to like use any resources, because sometimes you don't have a Dark World card. But yeah, Dark World Lightning is honestly, in my opinion, one of the coolest techs for a Dark Gaia deck, because Dark Gaia lives and dies by like the sweepers. Like you need to run a heavy storm. I think True Nade has always been mandatory for like big Dark Gaia type decks, but I do think
Oh yeah.
but I do think the Dark World Lightnings like add an extra like bonus thing. But you will notice one of my personal favorite cards that I've always been trying to splash into every single deck because I freaking love it. Arsenal Summoner is in this deck. Arsenal Summoner, if you don't know, when they flip it, can search for any Guardian card except for all those stupid Guardian cards listed. Just assume the card reads, add 1 Guardian card from your deck to your hand, period. Because the cards that are not allowed to be searched are all ass. So like you would never search them anyway. But the
Celtic
card that
Guardian.
yeah, you saw the list. But the card you are searching in this particular deck is Quackimero Guardian. And the reason why I really like Arsenal Summoner in this particular list is because we're already going to be running Morphing Jar, which is one of the best ways to like get your Dark Worlds to pop off, which is another flip monster. I felt like because we're running a lot of discard stuff, another way to like kind of plus is using Night Assailant, which when it's discarded like or sent to the graveyard, right? In any way, you can add a flip monster back to the grave. So what ends up happening is that you end up being able to like to add back an Arsenal Summoner after you card destruction or you Morphing Jar, or you add back the Morphing Jar. Like I think like, and it's also like doubles as a fiend. It's not a great fiend because it has 200 attack, but sometimes like a 2100 attack Guardian can be enough, or even just like sometimes just having 2100 attack Dark Gaia can be enough. Like because just having like the presence is more important, and having its effects to not like to negate flips is cool. So yeah, this is my version of Dark Gaia World. It's just running significantly less traps, literally 1 trap. Just return.
Gas. Dude, this
Just
card's a
get
staple in
yeah.
freaking Dark Gaia. I don't know why people don't play it in some lists. It seems insane.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts in this list. I didn't like the one card I really didn't agree with in Benevolence's deck was Dark Arm Dragon. You don't have strong grave manipulation in this deck outside of Dark Callings. So I just didn't feel like you're consistently able to get 3 darks in the grave, so it was just going to be a brick a lot of the time. So instead I added like Night Assailants, took out the traps for the Arsenal Summoners just to be more consistent turn 1. Yeah, and I think I think the deck is pretty cool, and I have a couple cool replays. I have 2 replays to show the people, but yeah, Dark World and Rocks is a match made in heaven that I did not know I needed. So if people want to keep cooking with it, that'd be really dope. But yeah,
Yeah,
here's our
shout out
first.
Benevolence.
Yeah, Benevolence went crazy. Yeah, these are all ranked matches too. I forgot. Took this to the real ladder on my real account, not even the Smurf.
Let's
Oh, yeah.
go. Morphing Jar making another appearance.
But see, like this is a great opener. Having the ability to just set like Arsenal Summer turn 1. Like you don't have good openers in the other version. So that he swings, I'm able to at least add like a Quackmero Guardian. Now I'm able to do a lot of different things. I can Dark World Dealings,
Oh man.
pitch the Silva. Also, like I was running the 2 Silvas, 1 gold. I didn't understand that, so I just ran triple Silva like afterwards. Like I understand that sometimes their effects can be like relevant, but yeah. So anyway, he bottomlesses the Silva after he discards with the Dark World Dealings. But then I just summon a Quackmero Guardian and Crash, because that allows me to have like a Guardian engrave now, not have to deal with that beater coming at my life points. Then we get a Cyber Valley.
Damn, another Dark World Dealings broken.
Ooh,
Oh, Chain Trap does shoot.
yeah, so it's like I have to shuffle my deck first, then draw. But I'm able to just special summon gold, normal summon the Guardian. The Guardian's going to be able to fully negate the Cyber Valley, which is great. Cyber Valley still banishes for cost, by the way. But I swing into a freaking Gores, which is like a little bit rough.
That's a huge Gores versus token. There it is.
But we have our own Gores here, so we're actually like not in the worst position.
Yeah, and he didn't see it. It was the card you drew. So let's see.
Yeah.
Are you gonna take all this damage?
I think I'm gonna take it all because like if this Gore sticks, like they already cast already, so I think the Gores is gonna stick, and I can just like swing over everything, and then just set the Morphing Jar like. And I choose to crash with the Gores, not the token, because I want the Fiend engrave already for the Dark Column.
Right. Also, the token has more defense if that is ever somehow relevant.
I don't send the Morphing Jar. I think it's because he's already like low on card resources. I don't want to give him those like resources. So now here I just start calling. This guy's huge. This is basically enough. This is enough for game here on board. Does he do anything to stop it? It's 1 attack. He probably has like deep prison for the other one, right? Yeah, okay. I figured. Now I send the Morphing Jar because I'm like, F it. Like I can maybe just win next turn. So I just YOLO.
Fear.
Oh, and then this is why Dark World Lightning is so good.
Dark World Lightning. Wow, scoop phase.
Yeah, Dark World Lightning is kind of nuts. Like I said, like because like the deck doesn't even need Dark Eye to win. Dark Eye just every card kind of baits out back row, and you're just pushing for damage, like raw damage, constantly. And I kind of like that about this deck. It just feels really aggressive.
Damn, dude, Morphing Jar again.
Yeah,
but probably set the Arsenal Summoner first.
Always to get that free search. Look at that. And then if they let the Arsenal Summoner stick, that's 1600 free damage, or it baits out Bottomless, or it baits out the Deepers. Like you know what I mean? Like it's just such a nuts card. I decided to summon out the Guardian because I'm like, F it, why not? Oh, then he has Scapegoats.
Damn, so this
because
is
I Dark World Lightning
right?
and he chained Scapegoat, I can't actually pitch.
Unlucky.
Yeah, so he's looking at it and he's like, yeah, I told him like if the card isn't set, I don't discard. So that's unfortunate. Bad timing.
He doesn't trust that ruling. Yep, there it is.
Like you know me, I got my rulings like ready. Like but I have the Guardian now. I like that I have the Guardian with like I had to reveal the Morphing Jar unfortunately, so he knows that eventually will come out. But yeah, he ends up mind controlling the Guardian. I'm like, damn, that sucks. But then he tries to make a plasma with that, but I'm like, you literally can't with mind control. It's like the one thing mind control doesn't let you do. Doesn't let you tribute. But he's still like obviously gonna be able to get out this like he has ways to get it out.
Yep. And the fact that the Quackmerus, they die in the end phase is really a big L. When some mind control are gonna go hard here.
Yeah. The brain control is gonna go crazy. But I think he forgets that he could just like I think he doesn't know that Quackmero is like you could just reveal, so he ends up just giving it back to me.
Wow, and he could have negated the Gores, no?
No, you can't tribute this because of mind control.
Oh, okay, I get it.
So yeah, so first I Dark World Lightning. I target the one closest to extra deck. He chains it, it's called the Haunted.
Damn.
That's rough. Because I was trying to go for game here because I have the brain control. But I just go for Brain regardless because I have the ability to tribute summon off the plasma.
Yep, just tribute summon for gold.
Yeah, and he banishes my Gores. I just summon gold. And yeah, like I'm looking pretty good. Keep revealing the Morphing Jar for end turn. Like the Guardian here doesn't seem to really matter that much. Like you see, it didn't really matter at the end of the day, like that he didn't like tribute it, because it didn't really
Right.
stop anything. The brain control was gonna do enough. And now I have this morphing jar with 2 really good discards.
Yeah, it's just too juicy not to set it, even though he's low on cards.
Especially when I see him like whip out a titanium, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I have this, because I need to see a dark calling to like get through this. Oh my
Oh
god, I drew another
my
one.
goodness.
So now I'm gonna draw 7
7
and also
special.
summon.
Wow. Return, best card.
Dude, it's just so much. Oh my god, I have so many ways to out this titanium. I can dark calling first to bait out back row, which I think like was like the goal. And just in case I summon Neospatian Grand Mole, but if he has like a Mirror Force, we're like kind of cooked. But he doesn't.
Wow.
The back rows were MST and a Heavy Storm. So
Clean 2-0.
yeah, that was a clean little 2-0. I'll show one more replay. I just think the deck is just like so fast. Like they're gonna be fast, like either fast wins or fast losses. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Morphing Jar, it makes it like a god card. The fact that
Oh,
it's
yeah.
also a rock, and then it gets you to your dark callings and sweepers. It gets
So
you
here,
effects.
yeah. So here I didn't like draw the morphing jar this time, but we're chilling. He ends up deck deving me, and I'm like, what? That sucks. I don't run that many deck devable cards. Like this, like 6. Like the 3 brows, the Grand Mole, Night Assailant, morphing jar. Like it's not that many. Like so it's kind of like annoying. I was like, I could have just heavy turn 1. Like his 2 sets are like fully heavyable, but I was just scared it was like a Starlight or chainables. It was just
Yeah,
such a ballsy play. Like,
you're never just gonna heavy like that though, so it
Yeah.
is what it is.
yeah, here I think I think like the problem that I have this first game is that I hold the heavy for too long. I have the True Nade, so I should just use the heavy to summon out like the Guardian or like like guarantee like, because if I summon the Guardian, attack this what I know is probably gonna be a Raikou, like I can at least like guarantee get value out of it. But like instead I have to play like kind of like a slow game.
Yeah, but I get it. You didn't want to summon the Guardian because you didn't have a reveal target, so it's just
Yeah.
kind of a rough situation. But he is going to go for the Armed Wing here. Classic Vayu plays, and you get your Rock to be able to actually reveal and have the Guardian stick around.
Dude, drew the 3rd Arsenal, and I'm like, dude, it's crazy. But I didn't get hit by deck dev once, so except the beginning. So it was just a 2 for 2, but it's just more like the hand knowledge is like better. He's not setting anything either because he knows I have Heavy Storm. So I really should have just shotgunned it, like, because now I'm just gonna die. Like,
I think you got one more turn. Like, hopefully you see something here. I'm trying to think, like, what do you want to draw? Is Calling live yet? Oh, that's a little
so here's the big
late.
misplay. Here's my big misplay, because like if I just Heavy Storm first, summon the
Yeah.
Guardian, I can actually live the next turn, because like now I'm forced to like awkwardly go for Armed Wing and then hope that like my Gores can just stick. I also like get a little bit greedy here. Like I take the 800, I take the 23, but I'm like, wait, that put me in Caius range. I should have just taken 800 and dropped. Yeah, I immediately realized that happened, like as it happened. A lot of misplays there. I could have just like I waited too long to use the heavy. Like when you have both heavy and True Nade, just use the heavy or just use the True Nade. Like make a choice. Like I think like I was holding for no reason for way too long.
Yeah, before summoning the Guardian, especially if they know about it.
Oh yeah, Trap Gesture is obviously a broken card. So we got the Dark World dealings coming out. Gonna be able to draw me some cards. Set the I side in Mind Control and a Raikou in this matchup, because I just another flip card that gives you value off the Night Assailant. I don't feel like deck dev's gonna be stay in against the Dark World deck. I don't feel like I feel like he saw like deck dev didn't hit anything after the first 2 cards. But yeah, Raikou comes out. I'm gonna pop the Armed Wing because it's just bigger than my Silva, and I think that's like annoying. Or it's the same like size as Silva, and I can deal with the Armageddon Knight. But yeah, he mills what? Mind Control, Caius, Guard Trooper. But he has no back row, so I'm like, dude, if I draw the right cards right now, I can just go for game. Like through Gores.
Yeah, so firing off the Dark World dealings, get another draw.
I'm gonna summon the Clock Mirror Guardian because I just want it like out. Because if I feel like I can go for game, but if I see a Dark Calling, it's like pretty much GG's usually. But I don't.
Damn.
It's okay though. This is still like hella damage, and like he can't drop cores. Or he like if he does drop cores, like he has to, like he's gonna like lose it on the spot. And he doesn't. But yeah, now I have this beautiful Quackimero Guardian just like on the board with the beater next to it. I have a heavy storm follow up for next turn with cores. There's a lot of really good things happening with his hand, you know.
There's the cringe reinforcements of the army. He's gonna special gruff for normal plague.
And tries to Black Rose, and I was like, sir,
that's not level 6.
But yeah, he ends up attacking the Quackimero Guardian. I'm like, do you want to steal it? He's like, no, it's just gonna die in the end phase. I was like, what if you had Fossil Dying in your hand, bro? Like, it could have been cool. But yeah, I'm like, I think I'm able to just like deal with this. I can Heavy Storm, I can Caius, and I drew the Dark Calling, so this is game.
Bang.
Yeah, so we're going to go to game 3. I do think Vayu is probably like your better matchup. Like the Dark Guy is really Dark Guy and Guardian is good against like everything in that deck outside of Armed Wing.
You have the Crow here, so we're gonna be able to stop some plays.
Yeah, here I'm never making the mistake of not activating heavy. Like if I'm having on the spot. So I just I have the Guardian, I have a Crow, so I can stop this this Vayu, which feels great. And now I have the ability to stop this. But I'm like, oh, I don't have to even waste the Guardian. I can just keep poking because I drew the Grand Mole. And this poke is actually like super important because like
all you need is so good against Vayu.
Yeah, dude. It's like if they don't have a back row, which he's not drawing into one, like this is crazy. Yeah, so I'm just swinging, and then here he drops the Gores because he's like, I think he was trying to hold the Gores, maybe to like get the ability to use it, but it's like, oh, okay. You gotta drop it now, man. You lost already 4,000 life, just off the Guardian. And if he doesn't set a back row, I'm just gonna like here I go for a Dark Calling play, but he has the Crow. So this is the funniest thing, dude. Check this out.
It has to resolve.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I have a 1500 attack Dark Guy.
Oh my god, that's the babiest Dark Guy I've ever seen.
And it negates this this guy. It puts him at 900. Or puts him very low.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. My finger glitched. My finger. I have a cast on. Yeah. So he's pretty low, but like it's kind like if he draws like a real back row, we can finally do something. Hopefully that back row isn't like exactly Mirror Force. Okay.
Oh my god.
So now I'm like, okay, this sucks. So I set the Raikou. He ends up popping the Raikou. I'm like, oh no, he's gonna come back. He's coming back. Oh no.
Damn, this is big damage.
I already take all the damage. I just like we don't play games here. I do got the Fossil Dino, which does clear out this like Armed Ring pretty well, and he doesn't have the Caius to like deal with this, which is great. Or if he does, he's not gonna use it because he's scared of like Torrential, which is a valid. I think like being afraid of Torrential is like super real. So check this out though. So, actually like I'm gonna pause here. I actually have game no matter what because of return. The thing that's really funny is that I just wanted a lure to like maybe get like a Caius or something like banish any dark really, just like to add more fuel to the return. But Dark Calling can just hit like Evil Hero Dark Guy is a fiend, and all I need is this Grand Mole to be banished to win. Because if the Grand Mole gets banished, I'm able to bounce the only thing that can deal with like the size of these guys. Like basically, I can't run over the 2K guy. But anyway, I'm just hoping to like it's more of like a win more at this point. I'm like if I'm able to like allure a big dark, I can like just win without even having to like use Grand Mole's effect or whatever, right? Anyway, so yeah, I don't draw a dark, and he's like, oh, damn bad, haha. And I'm like,
You're
oh,
like, actually no.
Actually, like it never mattered. Nah, like it was a win more action. Nah. He goes, nah. So it's a 900 attack Dark Guy.
Oh my god, this is the smallest Dark Guy. I
and
thought
he's like,
I'd
oh,
seen
what the heck?
smallest.
You thought, but this is gonna be game. Because now I can, yep, now I can bounce with the Grand Mole, swing this way, and this is game through Gores, or he already dropped Gores. It's game through Fader, or like through, I guess it's not game through Fader, it's game through Trag.
Dude, but
It's game. It's
no
game.
value players be playing those
Yeah.
cards. It's GG. That was
Yeah.
epic.
So, yeah. I thought like Baby Dark Gaia was kind of hot. Like it was too hot to not include, right? So yeah, just when you thought the Dark Gaia couldn't be smaller, we got an even smaller one. So yeah, good games with Larrymon. He was a really chill dude. So yeah, that is our Jank Tank Spectacular.
Let's look at these
The 3
decks.
decks
Let's
we have.
rate them.
Yeah, let's rate them. So what do we think about this particular Summoner of Illusions deck? This Chaos End Master.
Deck is jank as hell. I think
Yeah, this
Summer of
is
Illusions
jank for sure.
Can be cooked with harder, I think, but I'm happy that he's bringing it to the forefront because I think that there's a lot of potential, and we can probably do some fact checking in the comments section, please. But if that's how this card works with Book of Moon and Book of Eclipse, that your fusions get to stick around, I think that that's a really cool synergy that I wasn't aware of till he sent us this deck.
Yeah, there's honestly like some pretty cool potential here with Summer of Illusions, but not exactly sure if this is the particular way that I would approach it, especially with cards like Chaos Endmaster. Like, just run Flamville Fire Dog. I think it would do the same job better, and it makes your deck significantly less susceptible to deck dev. Like, if you're running the Fairy engine and the Summoner of Illusions engine, like your deck is going to be deck dev left and right. Like in this new anti Dupe Frog meta that we're seeing with Value Turbo topping every single event. Not that like we're not that we needed these decks to like win a RBAT or something, but like I don't even think this could win a locals. Like,
dude, but
real.
hey, like, what's that deck called? The remove brainwashing deck like did super well at the last RBET. So
dude, because I didn't think that was jank. I thought that had potential. Remember we talked about it.
Yeah, we did.
Like I genuinely was like, the remove brainwashing stuff is cooking, bro. Like it feels like it actually has legs, and if the fact that it had a great run at RBT is crazy. So that feels really awesome that we were able to see that before that. But yeah, this ain't that. This is not that.
No.
And we get the empty jar deck. This is also it's actually like a little bit more viable than even the Summer of Illusions deck, but it's still like it's definitely like a little bit better than jank, right? Like it's in like the mid. Like
I would agree. I think I don't know if this is the best empty jar version that I've ever seen. I don't know exactly what's to be cooked with, but I think if you're not prepared for empty jar, you can absolutely get cooked, and we saw that plant player just not appropriately playing around empty jar correctly, and that just made him absolutely get cooked. So I think that this one has more potential to catch people off guard and could easily win like a locals type of deal.
oh yeah, totally. So I think it's definitely in the mid category for sure. It's like has potential, you know, it has the ability to definitely win more often than not, right? You definitely, it's not in the meta or anything, but morphing, like empty jar is a tried and true strategy. So like there's a reason why it's like there's a reason morphing jar is at 1 in this format, you know.
Yeah.
And then lastly we got the Dark Gaia world. I mean, I'm biased, so I'm gonna let you be the judge.
I definitely think that Dark Gaia world has potential. Like, Dark Gaia is a broken boss monster that can absolutely just cheese wins. Like, I'm scared of the deck whenever I have to face it, because you always have to think about someone dropping a like 4K 4500 Bungus on you. The Guardian is just a good card, Kwakimaru Guardian, so the fact that you have a summoner and you just search it more is pretty relevant, I would say. And I think that the Dark Worlds, they do fix a lot of the deck's problems in that they turbo Fiends to the grave and they add back row removal, which is like the two things that stop the deck. So I think Benevolence was absolutely cooking with this, and I think you're cooking here, but I'm not convinced that it's the best version ever.
No,
I think
no,
that
yeah.
people can cook. I think people can continue to cook with this, and it could be like one of the better versions of Dark Gaia for sure.
Yeah, there's definitely an optimal build that maybe doesn't like obviously like I think Arsenal Summoner is like might be just like a little more win more type card, but it does give you an opener. Like the deck does lack real openers. Like it feels like a going second deck anyway, but when you do go first, having like every time I open up Arsenal Summoner going first, it felt great. Like you just like cause like even if you don't get a +1, it's just deck thins. Like deck thinning is important in a deck that is just trying to OTK. And yeah, I think that's why I like the Dark World Dealing, Dark World Lightning like combination. I'm definitely gonna take this to a local if I ever get to a local. This is my kind of deck that I think I could easily win an entire local with. Um, but yeah, there's probably a version out there that like runs maybe more traps, maybe more like consistency boosters. Who knows? This may not be the best version, but yeah, Benevolence. Thank you so much for bringing this to the light because it is so fun. It is extremely fun, and it can just cheese games all the time. It's just such a cheesy deck. So yeah, well, thank you so much for watching another episode of Jank Tank. I hope you guys had a great time. Leave your submissions in our Discord. We really do need more submissions because as we're not picking like every submission we kind of sort through them. Please send us some of the spiciest stuff. We want to see like really out there things. We don't want to see just like a meta deck, but it runs like a weird card. We want to see like weird cards, the deck, you know? So
Yeah.
yeah, please send us all that stuff. But with that, anything you want to say, Declan?
Nope, nope. Thanks again. And we are signing off.
Peace.